Hi Poopsies, it's me, Tony Bomboni ASMR. Welcome back. Before this begins, I would appreciate if you could subscribe and tap the bell and hit all notifications. And check my website, tonybomboni.com, if you'd like to book your own services from me using those coupon codes below. Let's begin. So, I'm going to paint away your bad memories. So, how am I going to do that? Well, you just follow along this guided paint with this geometric pattern, and listen to my message as I go along with the guidance. So, you may associate the color blue with sadness. So maybe let's start with a memory that may have made you feel sad at one point in your life. Maybe something that bothered you so much you couldn't help but to feel sad about it. This person who made you feel this way probably reminded you every time you felt sad of them, meaning every time you thought of this person, they made you sad, or every time you thought of anything that made you sad, you thought of this person. And now as we're painting this image, we are filling step by step by step the overall picture of your life story, the overall general message here today of why you may have felt such a way, why you may have felt such an emotion and associated this person with that emotion. And as we fill these little hexagons in these big flowers, we fill the initial cause of your pain and suffering. We fill that empty void within that caused you to feel this way, that caused you to associate this person with that memory, whoever it may be. There must be someone if you clicked this video. Maybe there's one memory, maybe there's two, maybe there's three associations, maybe there's three various people who you associate this memory to. Let's fill in the reason why. Maybe you know why you felt sad, but you left it unhealed. Maybe you just ignored it, neglected to take care of this feeling. And maybe you just forgot about it. But it is there regardless. So now that you know these reasons, let's take care of it. Let's heal this memory. Let's make sure this never is an issue ever again. Let's ensure that this doesn't come back to haunt you time and time again. And how will we do that? Well, let's fill the middle part, this heart energy, this green color, which represents your heart. Your heart healing as well. The love behind everything, the center behind what you do. This is your heart here at the centerpiece of all of your experiences in life. Your friendships, your family, those you connect with, those that are drawn and connected to you. Sometimes we share those things with others because we have similar memories as those people that you connect with. Maybe you connected as friends because you both had similar shared fond memories. If someone made you feel sad because of a certain reason, and then you connect with a friend who has the same or similar memory with a person, and then you bond over that memory. That is a connection. Now, the more I paint this interior, the more that your connections will strengthen and bond. 1, 2, 3. Just in threes. Just like with the blue. Maybe there's 3 serious friendships, connections, relationships that you are with, that you keep close. That is your very tight circle and network. It doesn't mean we have to have many friends, but what's important is that we have many connections with those limited friends. So friendships help us heal the bad memory. They allow us to get over that toxic ex, to overcome that traumatic experience and memory. They enable us to move on and continue to live our lives. So whoever this is now, allow them to fulfill you now. Maybe you have no friend. It's okay. Maybe your only form of connection is through spirit, and that's perfectly fine. Do that. Who are your 3 spirit guides? Maybe you have spirit animals. Maybe you have pets at home. Or maybe it's just your children that give you healing. You can find friendships through anything. You can be friends with an animal. From a simple bunny rabbit outside that sees you every day, to the trees outdoors that you may communicate with. Whatever gives you comfort and connection in your heart, whatever you love to do, whatever you love and whoever you love. Make this connection now as I fill this out. In whatever way you know how to connect. Wonderful. And I'm going to fill in the corner details now. And this may seem irrelevant to you, but there's sometimes things we overlook in our life. Things we miss out on, maybe missed opportunities to meet up with a person, missed chances, missed phone calls, missed wins, maybe just missed memories. Maybe you missed the person. Things we, again, often overlook, the minor details we don't dwell on, that don't keep us up at night, but when left ignored can haunt us in the long run and allow us to live in regret if not acted upon. So let's fill those missing pieces now that may even trigger any bad emotions, thus memories, in your soul. As we fill out this painting some more. And this is just the beginning I am just filling it out with a small brush. The little baby step things. But I started with them first. Because if you don't start with a foundation, you're never going to get anywhere. Isn't that right? And isn't that connected with anything you do in life? So there's one final missed cause. Let's forgive ourselves for avoiding that subject or that person. Maybe we were anxious. Maybe we were going through a lot. Maybe we needed to heal before we met that person and we just weren't ready or not in the mood. Not even to meet the person, but to meet our fate. Meaning whatever it is we were afraid to do all this time. So, now I will go in with a slightly larger brush. We're going to fill in some of the petals, right? So, yes. Now we're going to fill in the petals. With this purple color. Purple is such a royal color, a mysterious color, a color of reputation, of affluence, but also just overall a mesmerizing color. So I'm going to start in with the corners now. And because it's a mystery color, there's no reason for me picking this color, or no reason for me to paint at all. I want you to fill in the blank spaces. I want you to determine what this represents for you. What is it I'm filling out? What is it you're missing in your life? Maybe you are having health issues. Maybe you are really just wanting to focus on other things I've already mentioned. You can do it again on repeat. Let this mystery fill itself for you. It is your custom color. You can even pretend it's a different color if you don't like this color. It can change on your command. You're having the magical power to do whatever with this color. I'll give you some time to figure out what it is. So whatever void it is that you want to fill out, we are now filling it out on this page. Completing your life story here. Allowing you to progress, to advance in many ways, shapes, and forms. Allowing the growth to come through. You picked this reason and this color for a reason. Let it work with you and for you. Imagine yourself filling that empty space, meaning, let's say it's a money issue. Imagine that already resolved. Your bank account is filled, just like I'm filling these flower petals. So you keep doing that, metaphorically speaking. Whatever needs filled in your life, you imagine it's already fulfilled. Maybe you want to get married. It's already done. You already fulfilled the paperwork, right? What do you need to fulfill? Do that. And with every stroke of my brush and every petal that is fully colored, you imagine the next step. So let's say you have a full bank account. Now what? What do you spend it on? Or do you save and invest it? You fill the marriage paperwork. Now what? Do you go on your honeymoon? Do you plan their birthday gift for their first birthday after marriage? And then the next step after that. And keep going as I petal, brush. I'm going to be silent for a moment so you can do this. And just relax and enjoy the visuals, even if you cannot think of anything right now. maybe just watching this video is helping you keep your mind off that bad memory that you went through. And I'm doing this because we cannot just get rid of things. That's not how the human mind works. You cannot just get rid of a bad memory and call it a day. No. It's like the equivalent of a bad habit. You cannot get rid of it without replacing it with other things. So now we have to replace it with this dream. Replace it with this thing you want fulfilled in your life. So this is why I'm doing this exercise, and this is why it's important. Not doing this whole procedure may not work for you. It may contribute to your temporary comfort, but your long-term desire will not be accomplished unless you figure out what it is that you can replace this bad memory with. And this is why I do what I do, but I'm going to continue being silent because I didn't give you enough time. Keep dreaming. Shoot for the stars. Even if you make stuff up that sounds crazy, it's okay. It might happen. May the magic of this mysterious purple color allow that to happen. Whatever you think is crazy, far-fetched, may it come true for you, and quickly, and steadfastly. All right, we have filled 2 flowers. We have 1 more to go. Now give it your all. Give this one last flower your all. One last wish. Maybe a wish you have before you leave this earth. What's that dream you wanted accomplished before your time is up here? Because we all have an expiration date. You have a limited amount of time to fulfill these things. Maybe you think it's so far-fetched you'll never have time. Well, all the more reason to start now, right? Fulfill any last requests that maybe your spirit guides are trying to push you to do. Maybe this is why you're here to do these things. You're certainly not here for no reason at all. And we're certainly not here just to kill time. Even if we don't know a direction. Everybody gets lost in the forest eventually. Doesn't mean you have to know all the answers. Now, the big brush strokes are last. This is the big leagues now. This is where we connect with Source, with the Almighty. And doesn't that make us feel happy? Just like the color yellow does. When we connect to all the answers and we're filling them all out on paper, imagining everything that your life is supposed to be all on this page, filled out. And look how far we've come. But look how much we have left to go. Maybe this is your other lives that you will have in the future. Maybe you are connecting now to those as well and realizing your bigger purpose. It's not just about this bad memory. All of a sudden, this bad memory sounds comical. It's like it never even happened or existed. Why would you care about this bad memory that happened so quickly, so briefly in your life? When you're thinking about your other lives, even your past lives, Now, let's not look back in the past, but I'm only giving it as an example for this instance, to make you realize how small and almost meaningless and irrelevant this memory was. Not that it devalues its purpose as part of your life overall, no. But I want you to consider how much more is out there for you, how much more wisdom you have within your nature to get you out of any bad situation, to understand that nothing can stop you from your mission here on earth. Just like nothing can stop me right now from fulfilling this painting in this room. And God help me, I will fulfill it no matter what. Because I felt called to do it, just like you felt called right now to watch this video. I want this abundant, happy feeling of knowing that you have all the answers now. The painting is being completed. The message is being overall fulfilled. And everything is starting to make sense. Everything overall is here in the now, in the moment. It's like someone gave you a cheat sheet and you suddenly have everything you were looking for. And it's an emotional feeling. But that all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, these petals are all connected with each other. Why is the happiness touching the sadness? Why is the happiness and the sadness touching the mysterious? Why are all the flowers sharing this? And then you realize we're all connected. And it makes you cry almost, because it's so beautiful. That we're all suffering. We're all sharing. We're all connected in this heart center. All these flowers are sharing that beautiful connection. And you just can't help it because it's so beautiful. This love that we're all centered together. Now, is the memory faded and gone yet? I think so. I almost even forget what the memory is, to be honest with you. It's no more. When there's love and happiness, when the answers are all fulfilled and connected pieces, there's no more suffering. Then you realize, wow, why is there suffering when all the flowers are so beautiful? The flowers do not suffer. They just know how to bloom and blossom. They don't dwell on if they withered away one season and came back another as something different. No, they know only to grow. And just like the flower, so do you. You only focus on your overall growth. Your mission here, just like the flower's mission, is just to grow, to pollinate, to give life to other lives as well, to connect with their peers, their other fellow flower friends. Usually flowers, do you notice they don't tend to grow just one? They usually tend to grow with other pairs, of course, just like you. You don't grow being alone. You grow connecting with others. How beautiful is that? And now we wipe those happy tears away. And now we focus on what truly makes us happy, and that's just the overall peace. peace and joy that you feel now, knowing all the answers here today and getting many realizations, hopefully from this video. Hopefully this has guided and helped you, and if it did, may that continue blessing you and making you feel even more happy than you originally were when we started painting these yellow petals. And I am noticing that the colors are a bit odd. If I'm honest, it's an odd arrangement of colors, I won't lie. It wouldn't be my first pick. However, aren't we all odd? Aren't we all an odd, lucky, happen chance? I mean, the fact that human beings are even here is a mystery and a miracle in itself. How we were created, just like the flower. A mystery, a miracle. Really, just overall, God's creation. In pure form. And just as He is mysterious, a miracle, and a pure form that is unknown. But let's not focus on the oddities, because were we to focus on the oddities, it would take us back into that low vibration, wouldn't it? So let's focus on not how this painting was formed, or the brush strokes, and the minute details of going over the border lines. But let's focus and tune in on the overall message and connectivity. Without judgment, without expectation of any answers, just allowing the message to come through, just as I am. This is not scripted. This is completely and utterly flow. So now you wonder, should I leave it like this or should I fulfill? Let's fulfill. You could leave it like this if you are happy enough, if you think you deserve this much happiness and this many answers. Then fine, let's leave it at that. But I think you deserve way more. I truly, in my heart, believe so we're going to go in with the pink, and the pink reminds me of rose quartz, which is a good heart chakra stone. And I'm going to fill out the center with this pink to complete the odd image. To continue not only the odd color, but to end the message today and just say thank you. To give gratitude and thanks for you joining me here today and listening to this message to help you get over any memory that may have caused a disturbance in your life. May this continue to help you, and you may watch it back whenever you desire, so that the message can sink in. And sometimes it takes a few times because we've never been through something like this before. We've never created something like this on this channel. Maybe you've never seen something like this ever. So let it do its job for you. There's a reason I made this today, and I was called to. And there's a reason you are here on this channel watching this video. Apologies for the camera interrupted. I was saying it doesn't make sense to end the illustration because I feel like something is missing and we need to continue the flow of the pink throughout this image. So I will continue the pink not only in the center but outwards as well, as it only makes sense in the way this image is portrayed as repeating patterns. And that's also, I'm choosing this color because I want to continue this rose quartzy loving energy because it feels so good. And now that you've been through so much, let's just smother you with that feel good energy. There's nothing else you really in particular need to focus and tune in on, because may this just provide you the relaxation you may be seeking for. You've gotten through the difficult part. Now you can enjoy and complete the last of the picture of your life story right now. Maybe you just are so bothered by the blank spaces like I am that you just want nothing to do with this past old memory. So we're just going to fulfill the image just for the purpose of covering it up. Not to avoid it, but to give it no room to grow left in our heart center. This heart center where the flowers all evolve from, where everything grows from, just like creation. How the whole universe was created by one point, one thought, one action, one decision. And boom. I'll be silent for a moment. Maybe you want to just enjoy this moment, or you just want whatever universal guided messages to come through your way. That's fine. Take all the time you need. I'll say something if I feel it. This reminds me of Mardi Gras, the colors. Maybe it's a festive theme because it's a reason to celebrate now. Celebrate victory over accomplishing these dark thoughts, winning over them, not being a slave to them anymore, taking control of your thoughts in a healthy way, taking control of your emotions in a healthy way. Asking yourself from time to time, if a thought comes up again, if a memory comes up again, not to be consumed and trapped by it, but is this really relevant for my life right now? Or is it just my brain playing games and tricks on me? Do I really need to tune into this memory again and again and replay it? Or do I just need to move on once and for all? Do we deserve to be happy? Do we deserve to suffer any longer? Or can we go out and play with the other flowers and forgive with an open, loving heart, to let it go entirely? You don't have to forget. Just forgive. Forgive yourself if it's something you did and caused. Forgive the person if it's something that they contributed to. Keep in mind, many people do things without realizing their behaviors have consequences, so be thankful that you're the one aware of this. Even if they aren't, let's give them room, not in our minds, but in our hearts. Because they themselves want to play too. They themselves want to be happy too. It's not just about us. That makes it easier to forgive. That makes it easier to let go. Maybe they would have done this same thing to others, not just you. That's why I say it's not about us. It never is. It's not a personal attack to us. Someone who has done something to us may have had the same thing happen to them, and they don't know how to express that pain in a better way, in a better format. Sometimes there's childlike, immature behavior from that person. That's all they know how to do. That's all the tools they were given. They weren't given this video, perhaps, or some other method of coping. I don't even like the word coping because it just means to put up with. You don't have to put up with this anymore. I really don't feel that you should. No matter what you went through. Eventually is a time to move on. Why play the same film in your mind? Why repeat what only had to occur once? You don't deserve that, and you know it. It's not the best for you, and you know it deep down inside. You don't even have to look deep down inside, you just know. Because we're already deep down as far as we can go in this message, in this illustration. But I do want you to focus on gratitude because it is a high vibration, like your heart, like love. When you're thankful for just being in this moment, there's no room for anything negative and low vibrational to exist in your plane of mind, in your way of thinking. Changes, shifts forever, and you allow yourself to inspire and help other people as well when you have this knowledge within. When you can share and connect this love message, this love center to others, it only triggers more love all around you, and more blessings, and more reasons to be grateful as well. And less memories to have to remember. More good memories to replace those bad memories. And it rinses and repeats, and it blossoms and it blooms and grows just like these flowers as well. Don't forget the missing piece, just like I almost did. Because that little thing can eat us away over years. Just remember to keep yourself in check from time to time. Make sure all the borders, all the colors are painted, so you never have to go back and suffer again. Thank you so much, Poopsies, for joining me. That was Painting Away Your Bad Memories by Tony Bomboni. I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed filming for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.